do this. And then go over here, go here, here, go here. Okay, hi. Can you guys see me okay? Creator dashboard. Cool. All right. I think we have mostly it's very bare bones. It's very bare bones right now. There we go. Let's just turn my voice down. Okay, let me see. What is the best fucking way to do this, honestly? Okay. Let's just turn you guys this way. Yeah, looks great. Cool. All right, so pardon my kitchen. It's a bit of, well, it's my kitchen. Okay, let me just, because I'm going to have to make some adjustments on the fly, but food time. And then let me just update this to just say Sunday shenanigans and cooking. You know what? We'll put it under cooking simulator. How about that? I don't know the best way to do this, so I do apologize. But I should be able to grab the camera and then let's see, can do IRL. I can change it. Yeah. I'm also going to grab my iPad so I can actually take chat with me. Cool. Let me just pull up Kick. Okay, just give it a moment. All right. There we go. Channel and chat. Okay, I feel like I've been here before. You may have. You may have. All right, let me just move a couple of things because we're just starting something basic. Hi Melvin, how are you? Can we get a shout out for Melvin? And actually, okay Google, play some music. Sure, playing Spotify. Cool. Then let's just see here. Kind of underprepared for this, but you know we'll make it work. Okay Google, volume 2.4. Right. By making a marinade. Hey, what's up, Swansea? Let me just try something. Okay. Actually, this is kind of sick. Let me see if it stays there. Oh shit, okay. So you guys can actually see what's going on. Okay, Google, volume to 3. All right, let's start with a fucking marinade. I'm excited to see the magic. You're gonna see something. That's for sure. So we're gonna start with some soy sauce. Hey, I have that book. It's an amazing book. It is an amazing book. But we're also going to use, there we go, light soy sauce. Actually, might as well use the rest of this before we bang it in there. Get that out of the way. Would you guys prefer to see what's going on in the bowl, or would you guys like to just see me work? The audio is so much fucking better. Hell yeah. Feet? Well, I mean, uh, here you go. Here's my feet and my floor. But here's my feet. But yeah, would you guys prefer if you were like actually watching me do things, or Sorry, the camera's going to be a little bit jank. Make the sauce shiny so we can see both of you and the bowl. View is good. No dogs out. All right. I'll take off my shoes. Dude, I always wear shoes in the house. Here you go. The shoes are off. Okay. If I had to choose just watching you do things, okay. Well, I'm trying to wear them if you want to. No. We're good. We're good. Oh, okay. So we've got some white soy sauce. We're gonna add some dark soy sauce. We're gonna crack. Actually, take that over there. Grab these. Garlic paper. I'm very nervous. I haven't done this in front of an audience before. So, feel free to criticize. Feel free to tell me what you think I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. You know, free the dogs. All right. So we're gonna crack some garlic. Then we're gonna dice it up and we're gonna throw it into the marinade. We're also going to throw an onion and a sweet pear in there. If you know, you know. You're doing everything right in your kitchen. I mean, listen, man, there are some legitimate chefs out there, and then there's me. He did the squishy thing. I did, but you're about to see some stuff because I'm going to paste this garlic. Actually, go. And then let's just do that. And then so we're just going to mince up this garlic and then we're going to turn it into a paste. There we go. Okay. And just make sure. All kind of stick together. And then we're just going to kind of quickly go through with a nice scrape. You do this a few passes, and then suddenly your chunked up garlic becomes a paste, which is really good for marinades. Garlic and cheese are the answers to all culinary questions. I don't disagree with that. Definitely don't disagree. I also am a firm believer of measuring with your heart. Um, but right now we're just preparing a marinade, so it's not anything super crazy. I'm just going to kind of grab all of our lumpies, pull them back in. You can also see that, for example, the grain of the garlic is getting a lot smaller because we're macerating it. We're just going to kind of drag that off of the knife. And then we just go back through smaller, finer lines. And we're just going to repeat that process a couple more times. Just gonna hit her again. Also, I don't know if the salt in the way or anything. Feel free to make comments. I measure with my stomach based. So I got my fat ass. Hell yeah, dude. You guys can see when we drag in here, you guys can see that the garlic is now like a bit more, well, holy shit, the light balance. Sorry about that, guys. We'll figure that out as time goes on. But get it kind of, we're just going to chop that up nice and small. So if you want like a really small, super fine mince, add salt. If you want a paste, you just kind of have to keep going at it, scraping it up, getting it all over. How's my voice coming through? So grated the garlic if you really want it. We can hear good? Good, good, good. It's weird, I guess, like speaking to the air. It's going to be a getting used to process for me as well. Okay, we're just going to get that garlic in there. Okay. And now it's time for a sweet onion. And then also to reopen the iPad. There we go. Forget more than I can remember. That's fair. Okay. That's good. All right. Let me just make sure. All right. Loud and clear, unless Kick decides to die. Oop, never mind. Just ate my message. Sometimes Kick can be finicky like that. It is. All right. So we're going to chop this in half, then we're going to give it a quick little rinse, and then we're going to grate the shit out of it. Removing the onion skin in the process. Sorry, I know that's off camera. I don't have like the tracking set up on this PC yet. I'll work on that next. So right now it's just kind of a cutting board centric, but I don't think you guys mind, or you do. Get underneath that. Perfect. Okay. Get that. Get that. So now, I'm going to bring this over here. It already smells garlicky and delicious. And we're going to use a zester because it really kind of like tears it up. And we want it to be as pasted as possible. So we're just going to zest the shit out of the onion and get it right into the marinade. And it only takes a little bit of effort, you know, some elbow grease. But you get yourself in there, you get everything integrated, and like it tastes delicious. Also use the zester, honestly. to make mac salad, dude. Instead of just chunks of onion, dude, grate it. Or in this case, I suppose zest it. So if you guys are fucking with this, feel free to share the stream. Feel free to share it. Zest me up, zest daddy. We're trying to push that that verified. So if you guys would do me a favor, post it in a Discord, share it with a friend. Hun, can you change the title to? Oh yeah, you already did. Okay. But so this will macerate it out, and also you guys can probably see the onion goop. Kind of looks a bit cummy, but that's where all the flavor is. Okay. Grab a spoon. Just kind of scrape that bad boy. Because now we're gonna grab the pear. Please wash your produce, guys. I'm just gonna quickly rinse that. So I should probably let fucking Rorgy know because she actually came in. Preferably the slurs will be shouted at Johnny Somali style in country. Oh god. Let me just message Rorgy. Oh, he just. Okay. Eat the worm's pussy is crazy shit. What the fuck? All right, we're gonna finish out with getting the rest of this onion in there. Yeah. Why are you guys talking about worm pussy? I have morbid curiosity. You like sweet onion on your burgers too. Yeah, that's true, dude. That's true. Some guy called me a pussy because I use sweet onions on my burger, which is fucking wild. Kind of fucking crazy shit that somebody was like, "You're a pussy if you use sweet onion on your burger, yellow onion only." I was like, "I'm sorry, dude." And then somebody called caramelized onions sauerkraut, which I was very confused about. Like, maybe I don't actually know anything about food. The rest of that in there. It's almost done. because we're going to do the same thing here. And tool around with later. But yeah, so pair time. So there's like a certain enzyme in like onion and pear when combined that actually like helps soften meat. I don't know if you guys know this. I learned that in school, but also it adds a lot of flavor to the marinade. It wouldn't let me respond to it. uh, you know what though? Fair. He spoke his truth. We're almost done here. Almost done. Also, careful with these things, guys. You can scrape your fingers up, and it does hurt like a bitch. Okay. Just so that. That. Save this for later when we're doing a thing. The remaining bit of our gochugaru. That's what I forgot at the store. I forgot gochujang. That's okay. Although I have, huh. So we're gonna add some gochugaru. We're gonna add some toasted sesame oil, white pepper, some salt. Though probably won't need too much salt because of the soy sauce. Um, the hidden secret that everyone seems to forget at all times: yum yum powder. Okay. Buy yourself a bag of MSG. Trust me. Yo, what's going on, Frozen? How you doing, buddy? I'm sorry, I'm terrible at paying attention to chat. I hope you guys are well. Let me see. So bad, dude. I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, let me just actually pull up the stream and mute myself. Okay, apparently chat is not chatting. There we go. We love MSG. Yeah, dude. Motherfucking MSG. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Also, we're going to double up on the sesame a little bit. I like sesame seeds. They taste good. You can toast them if you want, but I already have toasted oil in here. We're just going to throw it in there for the chunk factor and for the aesthetic later. Um, Do not forget your sugar content. Sugar is very important. We're using some panela sugar, so it's cane sugar, not brown sugar. But we're just going to kind of toss a bit of that in there because we want it to kind of sweeten and break down. Just going to wash my fingers there. But cane sugar all the way. Bit of acidity. I'm going to hit it with a dash of white vinegar. MSG, MSG. Seems like a lot of work when you could just live off jalapeno kettle cooked chips and beer forever. True, I actually don't have any beer, so I might step out and grab some. Okay. Just a bit of that, a bit of this. Okay. So I don't have gochujang, which is disappointing. Which is a close second. That's my spoon. So this is Chinese long bean and chili, like paste. So we're gonna add just a bit of that. It's a close analog. It's not quite the same flavor, but it will do in a pinch. It's called Dao Bian Jiang, and it's really really good. Okay, and now we hit her with a whisk, and we want a certain consistency. So it's not going to be super super thick. It's not going to be super super thin, but we want to make sure that we dissolve some of the sugar because we're also going to add some white sugar, and then just a tad bit of water. But I don't know if you can actually see it very good, but this is the marinade so far, and it smells amazing. Also, make sure to scrape the shit out of the sides. I'm forgetting another thing. I'm forgetting chilies, like chili flake. Well, sugar, sweetener. And then I guess you guys are going to watch me pestle up some Sichuan chilies. Okay, let's just. Oh shit, that tastes good as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, we're gaming. Okay. Let's set this to the side for now. Let's grab this. Let's grab these. Let's toss that. That marinade looks fire. It is very good. We're about to crank it up. Potato starch and some cayenne and more gochugaru. I'm out of gochugaru. So we're going to improvise, Alex. Alex, you may recognize these. You may recognize these, Alex. You get a thumbs up from chat's resident Korean dude? Hell yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're back, dude. Time to mix in Chemical X? No, 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 no. Not Chemical X, thankfully, but close enough. When out of chili powder, make chili powder. sort of peppers. They are a they're from Sichuan, so there's that. But they're pretty common. I think they're what the fuck are they? They're they're commonly used in like a numerous amount of cuisines. I can't remember the exact name of them. I think they start with an M, but they're red. They're lightly hot. They're not overly spicy, which is really good. Um, but they add a little bit of heat, but a lot of flavor. A lot of flavor. The other thing too is probably later in the week. I may do chili reno, and I'm probably going to do another Chinese style dish as well. Yo, Eric, thank you so much for that host, buddy. Can we get a shout out for Eric? So we're just gonna fucking mash the shit out of this. I'm also gonna wash the shit out of my hands because there's a lot of spice going on right now. Eric is the goat here. I'm gonna get food. I'm hungry. Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you. Thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate you. And we're just gonna clear off this spot on my counter, and we're just gonna scrape it. There we go. Just gonna wipe all the excess moisture, and boom. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We're in the middle of making a marinade for some short rib. Hope you guys are interested. But yeah, so we're just gonna kind of pretty much like brush this shit up. Um, Seeds and all doesn't really matter too much. We're just gonna make sure that we get all of that mushed up. Doesn't have to be a lot because these peppers are pretty potent. And honestly, pretty much just let the pestle do the work for you. What's nice too is they release some of their oils, helping further season all of my pestle. Scrapey, scrapey, scrapey. All right, guys, we're moving fast. We're getting through it. You can see that it's like pretty red tipped. They look like Thai red peppers that I have in the freezer right now. I actually have Thai greens in my fridge, but not Thai. And then we have our pepper powder. I don't know if you guys can see it good or not. We're just gonna knock that right in there. Okay. Then quick little dash of water to kind of thin it out because it is a bit on the thick side. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, the airborne capsaicin is in me up. Oh, I know how exactly red tip things look. The fuck even is that English? Whatever, I just woke up. You're good, man. I believe in you. I believe in you. All right. Let's rinse that out so that way I don't accidentally burn my dick off. Place that there. Boom. The airport stuff you gotta look out for. Okay, cool. So here's the marinade now. I don't know if it's good visibility or not, but shit's looking good and fantastic. Super good. So the grocery store fucked up my order and gave me cut at the rib, short rib instead of galbi style. But that's not going to stop me from enjoying this. So, let's move this to the side. They always seem to mess it up. I mean, hey, I still got short ribs and for mega cheap. So now we've got big, thick motherfuckers. I don't know. Oh, God, I need to figure out the camera angle for this. But yeah, these are the big ones. So I'm excited. Okay. Oh yeah, no, there's plenty. Like, there's like a straight up inch or so of meat on this. Shit. If I had a saw, I'd just cut these down myself. Like this fucking thing. This thing is like 4 square inches of meat. That's crazy. I'm gonna throw these things on the grill. Yeah. I'm thinking he was new. Cause like there's a lot of meat on this. There's also like a really good fat cap. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. And now we're just gonna bang that on in there. Yeah. Yeah, those are perfect. Dude, they're really good. I'll chalk it up to a win. I would have preferred that they were cut like flat and long ways. That way grilling them would be like 5 minutes. But that's okay. Because like the extra meat, dude, oh man, it's gonna be good. I can already tell you it's gonna be good. Okay. So yeah, now we just kind of sit and let them absorb. So those are gonna hang out in the fridge. I love finding stuff like that. All the quality of high end meat, none of the price. So each one of these packages was $13 versus like it's like fucking 25 to 30 for like a pound of short rib normally. And I was like, yeah, I'm hopping on top of that. The picture though showed them being like the flat cut, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy 2 packs, see what happens. Now. we make ourselves some zouk sauce, which is more Middle Eastern. However, it is delicious and goes pretty well on most things. Or maybe not Middle Eastern, but somewhere in the Mediterranean. Between Mediterranean and Middle Eastern, all I know is it's spicy, it's cilantro-y, and I really like it. So we're gonna need. It's a very herb forward sauce, which I mean you either really like or you don't. I personally love herby like herbaceous fucking oil based sauces. Super super good. Great for dunking things. Man, let's just do one of these real quick. So, new me. Let's just make sure we rinse it. The greens. These are the good ones. Oh yeah, I scooped all the loot up. Nice. Okay. So we're pretty much just picking leaves and like small stems. A little bit of parsley. Okay, Google. Next song. There we go. How's the quality? Is the quality degraded or anything? Like, are we still good? Got a nice folder. Voice speaks like it's got a fucking baseball bat. Those streams I don't really want to face all that. Bad dreams are worse. Yeah, you cook that shit into that. Thanks, Rep. Still good? It's great? Perfect. All right. So we got some parsley out. Good, big dogs. What I like to hear. Okay. Cilantro time. So we're pretty much just going to use the entire bundle of this. So we're just going to get rid of that. And then we'll just utilize the bag for trash. When does he start eating my ass? Well, I got to make a sauce first, so. Because you leave your ass unseasoned. That's the stuff that tastes like dish soap, only if you have the gene. But to normal people, it tastes like an herb and it's delicious.
We don't want we don't want the facts. We just want to think the way we feel and stick with that. We don't know the answers, but we live it.
Also, hi Neil. Can we shout out Neil? Time to sieve. Enjoy rest of the stream. Oh, dude, I'll be here for a bit. I'm making sauces and doing goof shit. After this, when I transfer back to the PC, I'll probably take a couple of minutes, run to the store, grab a couple of beers. But we've already knocked together a super marinade, which is super exciting. And yeah, so I mean, this is pretty much it, guys. You know, just making up a sauce. If you guys are interested in like a series of videos on sauces, I can always do that and you know, post that on YouTube. If anybody's interested in something like that, you know, let me know.
What comes next?
Damn, guess I'm unlucky. That's unfortunate. Cilantro is fucking amazing. I still gotta send you the. I gotta send you the burger video. I don't think I'm gonna send you that. I think we're just gonna let that one die on the vine. You know. I think we're gonna let that one die on the vine until I figure this out more. And then, I mean, now I can use my actual camera, so um, that might be a lot better. Instead of like trying to record it with a phone. I need more work. That's fair. That is fair. Okay, let's just make sure we're throwing out all the useless garbage. We don't need stems for this. We really just need leaves. I mean, small stems are okay. But we have to go through the entire bunch. All of this just to make a sauce. It's like picking clovers. Just throw that in a grinder and call it a day. You would get a really bitter sauce, is what you would get. You would get a wasted effort, a wasted flavor, and a wasted bunch of cilantro. And that would be really unfortunate. You must respect the herbs, Elite. It is the only way. But would I die though? No, you just have a bad sauce. And then you would have wasted the time, effort, and energy into crafting something when you can do it right way the first time. Food is an art form, man. I may not be good at video games, but I be respecting my herbs. Yeah, well, I mean, at least kettle cooked chips taste kind of like you know they're supposed to, but they're artificial and you know capsaicin and everything, and that's fine. But wait until you guys see the sauce before you're just like, yeah, fuck that. That looks like a lot of work. There's a reason it looks like a lot of work. It's because it's delicious and it's been around forever. And I don't mind doing the work because I want good sauces. SJ, that deserves something, even if it gets taken down. Besides, the prep work is all of the boring shit. I promise. When you get to eating it, though, it's worth all of the hard work. W tomatoes. I woke up to seeds with taproots already, so I spent the morning planting and watering my tomato plants. Nice, dude. I hope that your tomato plants come out super strong and healthy. Def Worth can confirm. Thank you, baby. Also, is the music too loud? Should I turn down the music? But I'd rather hit the stove, go fuck with the crew. Ride around the hood, blow blunt at the blunt. Seem like a good day. I ain't seen a hook once, so I'm riding up the woods, about to pick my man up. Hit a couple corners, probably roast some gin up. My man got his heater cause these streets is cold, but I told him put it up cause my L's is bold. Now it's good, for me at least. We can't even hear it, really? Okay. I just need something in the background. It helps me concentrate. I just didn't want it to like disturb you guys. You know what I mean? Streets to the deep, can't start high and my tank don't eat. These hoes wanna fuck, but they charge your fee. And the work might cost, but the murder is free. Cry and holler at my man, cause he owe me a few. Getting in the air with a butt ice. Narcos ride, so I took my set. Go hop on the lines, cause I know it's packed. Breaks slow, so I ride slow. Slow, hit the coney, cause my cash low. Low, cop a bag from the blunt, and say the extras, and I swoop a couple hoes. I ride up Dexter, blow my trees, no stress at all. Yeah, you do you? Thanks, man. It comes in spurts. I also come in spurts. Yo. See, how are you today, buddy? Also, did you guys shout out Rab? Make sure to shout out Rab, shout out Neo, shout out Swansea, shout out all the homies. I'm sure you guys have already done it, but just a casual, cordial reminder. Surely someone's eyes or hair. Okay, I'm almost done with the cilantro. Then we go back to some parsley, and then we get back into garlic, and then we do some peppers, and we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the end result is the part I'm most excited about. I have a vision for it, and it's just a big fat ass bowl of food. Last like 10 seconds. What does? This is why clip shoutouts are a bad idea. Meh. If I can get closer to the level of, I don't know, man. The other thing to consider, Neo, is like it's important to like because you can just say anybody's name and be like, hey, shut that person out. But like maybe if somebody saw what a person does on their stream, they might be more inclined to follow. You know, it's one thing to shout somebody's name and just be like, yeah, go check this person out. It's another thing completely to introduce somebody who potentially might convert to a new follow directly to somebody's content. you know? And streaming's all about conversions, baby. There's that, there's that, there's that, there's that. All right, I think that's most everything. Let's just clean up all of these stems. You say to all your friends, not saying it's an all around awful idea, but for your stream, it might be something to think about. Potentially. It's all right. I'll figure it out eventually. Let's toss this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Put the knife there. Okay. Clean up the remaining doo-doo butts. Okay. So we have a bowl of herbs. We're going to add more herbs. Can I get an elbow reveal? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I'm now pulling the sleeves of my sweater down. Stop objectifying me. $66K on my person. Oh, and schedule one? Hell yeah. I mean, you showed feet. That was different. I was a different person then. I was a different person completely then. Shane, please. Can't do it. I might be convinced to do it for 5 gifted subs. This place is a prison. Can't even see hog or elbow. Listen. Ribs went on sale, Rab. That's why. So we do something nice to him. We do something nice to him. Okay. There's that. There's that. Plus, I'm sure at one point or another, somebody has always been curious about what it is I do in my kitchen and, why I'm so obese. Well, this is why. This and the chronic drinking. Not the same person I was 5 minutes ago. What? You're more feral and more android? Go on. You fat wee dick. I am, dude. Look at this. Look at this little gut I got going on. You know? I love being fat, dude. It keeps me warm. Yeah, same. Okay, let me just make sure I didn't fuck up my camera too much. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Turn you a bit further that way, though. There we go. Because you said about the fucking feet. I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely said nothing about it. Me, a feet shower? Not in your wildest dreams. Not in your goddamn wildest dreams. All right, so we have a bowl full of herbs. Now we're gonna do a thing. Speed up the process using food processing. Yeah, I never said anything about feet, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, more garlic. Because I'm using a food processor, I really don't have to do too much with the garlic other than smash it and throw it in. Done this with, but beard. Couldn't you have done this with the marinade? Yes, absolutely. But where's the fun in that? But it saved you so much time. Yeah, I know that. But I like to do it by hand. What did I say about sex? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I've never had that, so like I wouldn't know. Like I legitimately wouldn't know.
Living off borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick dastardly and buttonly with sick laughter. A gunfight and it comes to top the mix master. I see he cold. Nice to be old. Watch it. He's twice to peacefold. He's so scroll, blow and behold. Know who did it, but like the greatest gold cold.
Yeah.
Glory gold killer. But half is
Okay.
nigga, they take them out the picture. The other half is rich and it don't mean shit. Feeling a mix between both potential with more beer, tasting like
Some jalapenos because we want the sauce to be nice and green.
It's like they know what's about to happen. Just keep your eye out like eye capping. Is he still a fly guy clapping if nobody ain't hear it? Can they testify from in the spirit? And living the true gods, giving down the lick like two broads. Got more lyrics to the church, got applause. And he hold mic in your attention like two swords. Or you the one with two blades on it. Hey, you don't touch the mic like it's AIDS on it. Yeah, it's like the end to the means. Fuck techniques that sends to the beams. That's why he bring his own needles. Get more cheese than Doritos, Cheetos, or Fritos. Slip like 40 and the first and last to blame yourself like a 40 and
Seeds and all, because we want the spice.
when he at the mic, you don't go next.
Uh huh.
Exercise index.
Mods, snap a rubber bands on his balls.
Like Joe Tex.
Okay. So we got that. Also, in case you guys weren't aware, coriander costs a lot of fucking money. We're gonna bust out the old fucking grinder and get whole coriander, and I was like, fuck that. So I just got some already ground coriander for today. Mods, tombstone pile driver. Mods, hit him with the choke slam. All right. So we're just kind of like breaking down veg into smaller pieces so we can fit it into the food processor. Because we're gonna be saucing the shit out of this. Why so expensive? It's just an expensive ass fucking spice. And I think it's shell. Or wait, no, that's cardamom. Cardamom, coriander, something with a C that's too expensive, and fuck that. That's why. Okay. Got that. All right. I apologize for the noise. It's going to get very loud for like just a second. But then once it's done, it'll be over with. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Okay. Oh yeah, that smells amazing. All right. Here's where the real spice comes in, though. Just gonna pack all that crap in there, and then we're gonna hit it with some olive oil. And then after it's been processed out, we'll slice some green chilies, throw it in there, mix it in, so you get like a nice textural chunk. We're also going to probably crush up some more of that red pepper, the dried stuff, because we really want it to be spicy. It is technically a hot sauce. Okay. Actually, olive oil first. Noise gate, told it to get fucked. That's perfect, though. Oh man, this would be so much easier if I could just roll up my sleeves. However, I've been objectified, you know? I'm a good Christian man. Welcome here. Yeah, okay. I am. I'm a good Christian man. I fear God. Stream by Beard. God, we're so back. Hey, what's going on, Greg? Yeah, we're currently we're in the prep process of tonight's dinner. I've already made a marinade and prepped up some short rib. So right now we're making a zoug sauce, and then from the zoug sauce, we'll have something to kind of like top everything with. But I want it to be hot because it is a hot sauce. Actually, I should try it before I talk my shit. You know what I mean? Because for all I know, it might be a gut burner. But it's nice, it's herby, it's green, and it's going to go on this tortilla, and it's going to tell me a couple of things. It's also lacking spices right now because it does need spices. It needs spices. It also needs heat. But it's pretty fucking good. It looks like super herby, super herb forward. I was sharing the love with the peeps. Now I'm back to my home. Welcome back, man. Mm. Okay, so we got cardamom. Just going to kind of transfer that all right in here. Which is fine. Right? Because I'm going to remix this in here, so I'm just going to leave this here for now. But I'm going to toss that. Toss that. For anybody who's curious, these are bird's eye chilies. They're from Thailand. They're very hot. Hey, what's up, Fluff? What's going on? Still a bird's eye, but a little bit more aged. Not hot enough? You're fucking crazy. Eating one of these is already a painful experience. Don't talk to me about hot bro? Okay. You know what, Rap? You're right, dude. It's not hot enough. You caught me, dude. I was trying to pussy out. Make zook sauce right now. Make the zook sauce the spiciest you can make it, and then show me what's up, dude. You just let me know. Okay, we're just gonna quickly take the sauce because we also want to thin it out some. We might end up with 2 jars of this stuff, which I'm not upset by at all. Gonna throw a bit more olive oil in here. I'm just joshing. Oh, I know, man. Okay. Then we need cardamom. We need cumin. We need more oil because it's too thick. I mean, I personally really like cumin. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I personally really enjoy it. It's a great spice. Pepper, smoked. And then the one thing that it was lacking the most off of the first initial flavor was salt. Okay, round 2, turn it to goo. Okay, and then let's just scrape the side. It already smells infinitely better. The other thing too, guys, is like definitely season as you go. Because like you can always under season and then be like, oh, I need to make an adjustment. But if you over season, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay, let's just make sure we got all the spices off of the side. And then sorry, only meant to put hard eyes. That's okay. Welcome back. You missed the marinade. And That's much better. Okay, so first things first, you guys will notice an immediate difference in thickness. God, I fucking love tortillas, dude. Okay, so it's an immediate difference in thickness. Like you can see, it's sort of like running, whereas the other one wasn't. It was more like a paste. But still very herb forward, but with pop. Show me meat? Yeah, I'll grab it. I'm gonna enjoy this tortilla though. Mm. The Thai chilies are where it's at. Okay, let me grab the meat. Okay, this is what we're working with. So this has to marinate for a few hours, but this is what we're working with. Um, so nice cubed off bits, couple of inches of meat there. Yeah, dude. So it's gonna marinate for a few hours. I'm gonna shake it every once in a while and let it do its thing. And then it will be served with rice. It will be served with kimchi. I'm almost there. But it's sweet, it's spicy, it's savory. It's gonna be grilled. Bring some over to Josh because he can't like move. So bring him some because I'm gonna have a fuckload of it. But then we've got Zook sauce. Zook sauce is delicious. It's herby. It's spicy. Okay. You, I almost just lost all the short ribs. I would have ended everything there. I would have stopped everything. To the heavens, if don't stop showing me that meat. No, he said he hurt his leg. Okay. So I wonder. Yeah, good. That's really good. So, so tasty. Let's just give this a quick rinse though, because the last thing we really want is to let the herbs kind of like settle in on the blades. And also any acidity would be bad for the plastic. So we're just gonna rinse that out real quick off cam. And we'll set that in there. But does anybody have any questions so far? I know I didn't really talk too much about like measurements and stuff like that. So if anybody had any questions or comments or general criticisms or I think it's not bad for like my first time. This Corona Sun Brew, it kind of poppin'. Is that like the fruit flavored Corona? Hulk jism. Just making sure he didn't get a little wild with coffee stir. No, no, no. But there you go. That's some Zook sauce. What's in the marinade? I can. Do you want my modified one, or do you want like the actual marinade? Oh yeah, good job. Looks good. Thank you, thank you. When are we gonna get a beard food channel? So there is a beard food channel um in my Discord. I might make a YouTube channel, or something. I don't know. I just post food places. What is beard making? Well, I just marinated out some short rib, and I just made a zook sauce. Fine with me, G? Got you, got you. Okay. So, I guess, I mean, at this point, oh, there we go, and hello. Hi. I haven't quite figured out the height of this yet. Um, yeah. So, we're gonna take a brief little break. I'm gonna go grab myself some beer, and then we're gonna hop back on for some gaming. Uh, right, I would edit for that. Peppers look like zombie fingies. Which one? The jalapenos or the ties? Sounds good. Yeah. Mm, no, figure it out though. But oh shit. Well, hey, there we go. Figuring out the limitations of my stuff right now. But yeah. I don't know. We'll figure all this crap out, right? In the jar. Oh, these things. Okay. Those are pickled shishitos that I made a couple days ago. I can actually just grab those right here. So these are pickled shishitos. I was trying a new brine, and it came out really good. It came out really good. And the brine itself is great for marinades. But yeah, I will post the marinade that I intended to use, but realized I forgot stuff. So we can do that, and then I'm just gonna clean up this mess, go grab some beer, and then I'll pop back on for games. So we'll start the stream again for the third time today. Um, and then later I'll take you guys outside, and we'll pop on the grill and hang out. Sound like a plan? Also, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I didn't really think I would be motivated to cook, but I saw the short ribs were on sale, and I was like, I gotta get my hands on them. So, all right. We'll also play like a regular game. We'll play a regular game that doesn't involve shitting projectiles. This is rare for me to catch, so thank you. No, thank you for coming and hanging out. But all right, guys, I'm gonna clean up, go grab some beer, and then I'll be back. Give me like 20 minutes. You know, Rap, I'll touch you. All right, guys, I'll catch you soon. Okay. Actually, who's on right now? So that way I'm not just like wasting a. Because we can raid. We can raid somebody. We fucking raid someone right now, huh? How about that?
Here's the one thing I don't like about like weed.
FNG is live. Oh, let's see here. Let me see here. Still getting used to the laptop, guys. I do apologize. Okay. Jackpot, FNG. Do you guys want to watch Schedule 1 or do you want to watch Rocket League? You tell me. Because I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So, you know what? Fuck it. We'll send you guys to FNG, and then we'll be back soon. Come visit if you want. If not, hang out with FNG. He's fucking awesome. And most importantly, have a good fucking Sunday. Okay. I'll catch you guys soon. All right. Bye.